Heyo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV. Today, the first round of the 2018 Mae Young Classic is in the books, but we have only just begun as we get set to move along to the second round. My name is Nick Nightmare, and you are watching the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show's Mae Young Classic Round Number 2 preview and prediction show right here on Sledgehammer TV. Let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
All right, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. The field has been cut in half, ladies and gentlemen. We now have 16 women remaining, 8 big-time matchups coming at us, and I can't wait for the Mae Young Classic to continue. All in all, a very, very good first round with a lot of great matchups, a couple of stinkers if you ask me, and I'm giving you my honest truth as we always do here. But we covered all of that in the show reviews and results for each and every episode as we do here on the channel, and we are going to continue to do so as the Mae Young Classic rolls on. And like I said, we have got some very, very intriguing matchups, so let's get this countdown started and go to the first matchup of round number 2. Before we get started, don't forget to answer today's question in the comments section. Which matchup in the second round are you most looking forward to see? And as always, we publish new videos at least 3 times a week, so if you like today's show, make sure you smash that thumbs up and be sure you are subscribed and stay notified so that you don't miss anything we got going on the best wrestling channel on all of YouTube, Sledgehammer TV. We're kicking off round 2 with matchup number 1, Meiko Satomura versus Mercedes Martinez. For the second straight year during her time in the Mae Young Classic, Mercedes Martinez has failed to impress me, and she really needs to step up her game as she gets set to face Meiko Satomura, the final boss of Japan. She is very intense, very high octane, and absolutely impressed me very much so in her first match in the Mae Young Classic. Mercedes is tough, but she will most likely not be tough enough to send Satomura back to Japan, as my pick to win this whole matchup is Meiko Satomura. Let's talk about Lacey Lane versus Taynara Conchi. I absolutely loved Lacey Lane's look and athleticism in round 1. Conchi, to me, has a lot of work to do, still somewhat green, and is another who hasn't done anything to truly grab my attention. The low experience level of both women here make me worried about this matchup and that it might not be too good. Hopefully I'm wrong and both of these girls kill it. We'll have to wait and see, but my pick to win is going to be the Dudley's trainee, Lacey Lane. There is a storm on the horizon for Hiroyo Matsumoto, a Toni Storm, as they get set to go one-on-one in round 2. Storm defeated Ginny in one of my favorite matches of the first round. Matsumoto took out Rachel Evers in a disappointing debut. My hope is to see Matsumoto show us exactly what she really is all about with an incredible opponent like Toni Storm. This should be a hard-fought battle. Can Matsumoto survive the storm headed her way in round 2? I don't know if that's going to be the case, as my pick to win this one is Toni Storm until I see something really impressive out of Matsumoto. This is a matchup I'm looking forward to. Mia Yim versus Kaitlyn. I'm very much looking forward to this one. A former Divas champion versus a former Knockouts champion, which may be the first time that's ever happened. I'm very high on both of these ladies. Mia Yim should have been signed last year after the Mae Young Classic. She is my sentimental pick to win it all. Kaitlyn looks absolutely amazing. Her wrestling ability has only gotten better since her days as a diva. My heart absolutely wants it for Mia Yim, but my head says that Kaitlyn is going to win this one, and she is my pick to do so. Continuing on with our 5th matchup on this list, Tegan Knox versus Nicole Matthews. Fan favorite Tegan Knox battled through a very tough match to get out of round 1 and is on a collision course with Nicole Matthews, who won a sloppy kick and slap party over Isla Dawn, and again, I was not impressed by Matthews at all. I was very impressed by the tenacious and plucky fighting spirit of Tegan Knox. Maybe Matthews performs better here that she has a better opponent, but I don't think she's going to have enough to get past Tegan Knox. My pick to move on to the next round. Rhea Ripley is going to be taking on the American Ninja Warrior Casey Catanzaro in a match that I am looking forward to probably the most in all of the second round. The new and improved Pete Dunne-inspired Rhea Ripley was a pleasant surprise change in her character, and it paid off. Her new attitude helped her get to the next round where there is a Ninja Warrior waiting in the shadows. I loved Catanzaro's first round matchup, and I can't wait to see her unique offense and what she has in store for the meaner, tougher Rhea Ripley. As awesome as Casey is, I feel this is probably going to be her last stop in the tournament as my pick to move on, Rhea Ripley. The Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, is going to go one-on-one with Zoxcizes in the second round. There are only 2 words to describe what I want to see in this match, and those 2 words are Io and Shirai. She is an explosive and dominant superstar who's better than anything I've seen come to us thus far, and eliminating Zia Brookside with a smile from round 1, although she might not be smiling as much in round 2. Zoxcizes is not 19 years old, she's not new to the business, and she is a multiple-time champion from Mexico. She may be a formidable test for Io, the first one she might come up against in this tournament. A huge contrast in styles will make this one a very interesting match to watch, and my pick, as is the rest of the world, is going to be for Io Shirai to advance to the next round. And we're finishing off the second round with match number 8, Deonna Purrazzo versus Xia Li. Both Deonna and Xia had impressive first-round matchups. Purrazzo may be the hungriest of all the women in this tournament, and Xia Li and her unique martial arts blended style might take the Fujiwara armbar specialist off her game. This is another match with a tremendous difference in styles between the 2 girls that should make for a very unique matchup, and my pick to win this one and move on is, of course, the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. 16 of the most talented women from around the world. 8 very, very interesting matchups lay before us as we get set for round 2, kicking off this Wednesday with episode number 5 on the WWE Network as the Mae Young Classic continues until there is only one Mae Young Classic champion left to be crowned. If you enjoyed today's show, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to smash that like button by hitting that thumbs up with your sledgehammers at home. Subscribe and stay notified so you do not miss any of our continuing coverage of the Mae Young Classic. Nobody does it better than Nick Nightmare and my one-man crew of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Share this video with all of your wrestling buddies all over the wrestling world, especially if they dig the Mae Young Classic as much as you and I do. And do not forget to leave your comments and questions and your favorite matchup down in the comments section below. Your favorite match from round 1 of the Mae Young Classic. I'm interested to see what that was and what's your favorite matchup that you're looking forward to seeing most for round number 2. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is my trusty team, Thor the Sledgehammer, the wrestling god of thunder, and the official sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. His tag team partner, the world heavyweight champion of all the microphones in all the world. He is beautiful, baby. He is blue. Mr. Blue, the snowball microphone. We are so happy that you guys tuned in to be with us here today. Thank you all so very, very much. That is going to do it, and we are out of here, and we will see you next time right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Have a good one.